Experimental probability. So when we're thinking about experimental property, it's exactly very similar towards what we've done before with theoretical probability. So in this case here, we have a coin. Now this coin, in theory, is going to be 50% chance of landing on tails and 50% chance of landing on heads. However, in an experiment, does it always happen that way? So let's flip our coin 4 times to start off with and to see that relationship. So I've got tails and I have heads. So we are going to flip it once, I get heads. Second, tails. Tails, and tails. So I've got tails 3 times and heads once. So in this, we can look at the equation here, and it says the number of favorable outcomes. So the outcomes that we had that were favorable, because we were wanting heads, probability of getting heads, was we got one favorable outcome. But if we look at it in terms of the total number of trials, I did it 4 times. So it is 1/4. So I really want us to think about it like that. Now, let's look at this question. It says an experiment involves tossing 3 coins and counting the number of heads. Here are the results after running the experiment 100 times. So we ran it 100 times, and here are our results. We got heads 0 times, 9 times. We got heads once out of the 3 coins, 38 times. We got it 2 times out of the 43, and we got it 3 times out 10 amount times. So that is what it says there. Now let's look at 0 heads. Well, 0 heads is the number of favorable outcomes. So we got it 9 times, and the total number of trials was 100. So it's 9 out of 100. Likewise, with getting 2 heads. I got 2 heads 43 times, and that was out of a number of trials of 100. So it's all just thinking about what it means, and it's very similar to what we've already done. Likewise, it says fewer than 2 heads, so less than 2 heads, which means I've got 38 plus 9 over the total amount of 100. I didn't include 2 because it says fewer, less than 2 heads. Did it say equal to? So 38 plus 9 equals 47 over 100. And then it says at least 1 heads. So at least, so it can be equal to 1. So that means it's 38 plus 43 plus 10. And that gets me to 91 over 100. And that is our experimental probability.